One look and I breathe.
Hello and welcome to Thrive with Grace. My name is Kat and I am so honored and thrilled that you decided to spend some time with me today. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Your likes help me to know that you are actually enjoying the content and lets me know that I'm headed in the right direction. Without further ado, we are going to talk about lifestyle changes, something that I think and feel are very relevant to people like myself who have dealt with depression, anxiety, overthinking, just feeling overwhelmed. We're going to dig right into the nitty gritty. So, as I said, I have dealt with depression and anxiety myself. And for the record, I no longer claim those things because I believe that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So, for those of you that say, I have depression, I have anxiety, we no longer say that you have it. You say that you're dealing with it, anything of that nature. We're going to come up with some terms. We're not going to claim that within our spirits any longer. We say that we are handling it. It's something that we know that we had, but we are now handling it. I just wanted to throw that in there. So, lifestyle changes. For me, it started with my morning routine. That was the first thing that I had to get a handle on because when I woke up in the morning, I just was not prepared for my day, for the week. I was not prepared for anything. And I'm a single mother of two. I'm a divorcee and I have two beautiful girls. And trust me, they give me a run for my money. They keep me on my toes. They keep me on top of things. And I found that I was getting lost in the sauce. I was forgetting to take care of myself. And by default, I was emotionally, physically, and mentally suffering and not even knowing it. And that for me is what caused my depression. I was not taking time for Kat. I was not putting myself first. I was not prioritizing my needs. And that is something that I want to share with you because I want to help you to overcome those situations where you feel that you're not relevant, you're not important, and other people are more important than you, and you're starting to prioritize other people over you. Oftentimes we forget about ourselves because we're so busy worried about everyone else. But I'm here to tell you that you too are important, you too are relevant. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about lifestyle changes and the importance of having a daily routine. So me, myself, I'm a firm believer that having a set morning routine will actually get you better equipped for the day and by default the week and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I learned this honestly from my little one. She was watching some videos herself. I don't know specifically, but we did see these routines on YouTube. So thank you to whoever she saw. We are forever grateful and we appreciate you. So we started doing our morning routines and it goes as follows. For us, we do our facials or this or that, et cetera, et cetera. I incorporated in meditation. I incorporated in words of affirmation, and I also incorporated sermons and prayer. Those four things actually help set me up for success. I'm not saying that you have to do those things. However, I am sharing with you my journey and what helps me be better prepared for the task and the situations that come my way throughout the day. So I will make my bed in the morning. I will wake my children. We will pray together. I will also meditate for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I will also remind myself of my affirmations, which I will be doing another video regarding affirmations because I do personally feel that they are relevant. After that, I listen to my morning sermons, and I listen to those sermons as I'm getting ready for the day. I started this possibly about, I want to say about 6 months ago. And I tell you what, it's been a game changer for me. It has helped my mood. I have become more positive, and therefore my attitude has been a lot more, shall I say, flexible and honestly more efficient throughout the day, because I am mentally and spiritually prepared to handle things that come throughout the day. My little ones, what they do normally is about the same thing. They listen to the sermons while I'm getting ready as well. They also make their bed. We may do some stretching, and we'll definitely do our prayer. In order to prepare for the day, I like to think that you need to be prepared the night before. I realize that you may be tired from the day, but I promise you, once you incorporate this into your routine, you will be better prepared for the day ahead. So the night before, what you want to do is take your clothes out. You may want to give yourself a facial. I recommend doing stretching and yoga if you're also into that, maybe a little Pilates. There are several YouTube videos on here that can help you with that. And just go ahead and release and loosen up the day. If you're one to take showers or baths at night, please go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with soaking in the tub. Just go ahead and releasing all of the tension and the stress that you dealt with throughout the day. That will benefit you. But you do want to prepare the night before. Take your clothes out for the next day. Go ahead and write out in your planner the tasks that you have. You may also want to do some journaling. I have incorporated that into my routine, journaling all the events that took place on the day of. That way, my mind is not still thinking about what happened throughout the day. I'm pretty much emptying my mind so that way I have a good night's rest. Now, I'm not going to tell a story because I want you all to know that this is real. I try my best to get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night. But it is recommended that you get at least 8 to 9. I'm still working on winding down, so that's why I'm sharing with you what has worked for me. So if you can get 8 to 9 hours of sleep, then that is fantastic. But for those of us like myself that have trouble winding down, I tend to get ready around 9 o'clock if I'm being real, and I'll probably fall asleep around 10. So I do recommend that you get as much sleep as you can, but I understand. My next tip is to be careful how you wake up. And I realize that that may be easier said than done. When you wake in the morning, please do not grab your phone. That should not be the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to say encouraging words to yourself, maybe say a prayer, maybe stretch, maybe loosen up things. Anything but touch your phone. I want you to do your best not to touch your phone for the first 10 to 15 minutes and just fill your soul and your spirit with words of gratitude, words of thankfulness, and just be grateful that you woke up today, because there are hundreds of people that were not given the gift of life that you are today. So we're just going to take that moment, instead of touching your phone, go ahead and give thanks for the day and mentally prepare yourself for the day. After that, if you need to touch your phone and start looking at emails and things like that, then so be it. But I'm telling you, incorporating that into your routine will do wonders for you, because you're already overwhelmed. If you're anything like me, it's hard for you to wind down. So take a moment, give yourself that time to just be one with yourself and give grace and joy pour that joy into yourself. My next tip is to drink some tea. I am big believer into drinking tea before bed, and I'm also a big believer into drinking tea in the morning. I personally love ginger and peppermint. I do blend my teas. I recommend that you do that too. Some people recommend that you start with a cold glass of water to kind of wake you up, but I like to wake up with some tea. I tend to put apple cider vinegar, lemon, and ginger. That's the tea that I choose. I still recommend that you hydrate however you want to do it. I really want you to steer away from the coffee if you can. I was a big coffee drinker myself, but I'm telling you, I had to let it go. And I have to share, I did get the jitters at one point, but I finally let it go and I kicked the habit, and you can too. My next tip, and I already touched on this just a tad, are to stretch and also meditate. I would love for you to have the opportunity to say a prayer and just speak life into yourself and give yourself the opportunity to look within and see how you're feeling. Just touch base for yourself on that day. So many times we tend to be overwhelmed and focused on what we have to do today, what tasks need to be done, so-and-so needs to be taken to the market, so-and-so needs to be taken to the doctor. What about you? We have an issue with not prioritizing ourselves. We have an issue with not putting ourselves first and not feeling that we're relevant enough and important enough to just care about ourselves. And I'm here to tell you the different. Go ahead and take the time, meditate, stretch, do yoga, listen to some happy music, whatever it is that is going to get you on a positive note. That is the objective. That is going to help you with your lifestyle changes. The power of positivity is overwhelming. And I'm telling you, once you go ahead and incorporate just these small habits, you'll begin to see a world of difference. Try to stay off of your phone, stay off of that social media, and focus on yourself. Maybe read some Bible scriptures, some poetry, anything that brings you joy. Take a walk outside. Those things are going to do a world of difference. My next tip. Now, once you have mastered your morning and daily routines and you've gotten back home, it's the end of the night, we need to come up with a plan to be able to wind down. A plan that will calm your mind and give you that peace that you need so that you can drift off to sleep. That is the only reason why I have been able to get my 6 to 7 hours of sleep, is because I have a night routine that we talked about earlier. But when you get home from work, school, wherever it was that you came from, the outside, once you get into your house, we need to come up with a plan for you to actually calm down, because you've already faced the challenges of the day. So you may want to read a book. You may want to watch a few sitcoms. Some people say go ahead and hit the gym. I've done that. I tend to go to the gym in the morning though, but I know a good bit of people that actually will go to the gym right after work because they've got to go ahead and get all of that anxiety out of them. And it does help increase the dopamine levels. I tell you what, it does do the trick. So whatever is going to bring you peace is what you want to do. Whether you need to go ahead and journal out everything, I do recommend that as well. And those small habits, I guarantee, will help you create the lifestyle changes that you want to happen. Now, everything that I listed is all a matter of, shall I say, my opinion, because they're practices that I put into place. But this is your personal journey. No one can tell you what to do because I don't know you personally. All I can do is give you my tips and tricks that have helped me overcome different obstacles and things that, I've just been overwhelmed with. So I want to encourage you to personalize some things and some items that will help you begin your lifestyle changes. Maybe go ahead and put into practice the night routine, the daily routine, when you wake up in the morning, and even when you come home at night. Try your best to limit social media. And I know I say that, but those videos that cause negative thinking, that is what I want you to limit. Now, these tips that I gave to you are tips, again, that helped me. But again, this journey is about you. I hope that this video was helpful and beneficial to you. I hope that it gave you some ideas and things that you can incorporate into your life. And most of all, I hope that it encourages you to prioritize yourself over others. This video has been a blessing for me. I hope that it was for you. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and be blessed. Peace.